Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.
All right, everyone. It's Monday morning or whatever day it is for you. This is Countertop Politics, my personal, professional, political journal on how to win campaigns, period. I'm David Washington, and I am your favorite political innovator. So let's get to it. I really need for you all to learn a little bit about Daniel Moraff and Leanne Fan. This is the couple who brought you our friend Graham Platner, former candidate as of today. We'll see officially today, July 13th, 2026. They brought you Graham Platner, and you'll understand why he was a failure as a candidate. Let's go. This is an interview with the Wall Street Journal, and the person that's interviewing him, he's got some issues too, but that's a different story for another time. So let's get to it.
How did you find Graham Platner?
Well, we went through thousands and thousands of prospects. Then, Leanne pulled up this video of this guy with an oyster farm.
My name is Graham Platner, and I live in Sullivan, Maine, the owner of Frenchman Bay Oyster Company.
And then she pulled up his FEC history and saw, the money he'd given to Bernie Sanders and, some other people. And that was enough information to know that we had the best prospect that we'd maybe ever seen.
How did you go about vetting him? And why did you?
We paid a nice firm a whole chunk of money and got some stuff back.
Did the vetting process turn up the tattoo that became so controversial?
No.
The Reddit posts, did that turn up in the vetting process?
The firm sent us a thing and it had some of the posts, but it didn't have all of them.
How did you think your way through the fact that he had posted these things on social media?
I said none of this will or should stop him from becoming a U.S. Senator.
All right, everyone. Yeah, these are the people who are vetting the candidates that we're supposed to vote on, that we're supposed to support. Now, these two individuals are Harvard educated, couple that have run in the circles of Bernie Sanders, the Democratic Socialists of America, so forth and so on. Mr. Moraff has some current issues going on. Allegedly, there have been allegations of inappropriate behavior on several campaigns, specifically Representative Summer Lee of Pennsylvania. So these are the people who are vetting the folks that we want to lead at the highest level of government. This is what we do differently at J.A. Washington, because this is important for y'all to know and for candidates to know and for the community to know. We have a special vetting process. It is a process. We don't care who you donate it to. We really don't, because the best people need to represent the best ideas of their community, regardless of their political background. More and more people are becoming independent in their voting behaviors. So as far as Democrats and Republicans, people are beginning to look elsewhere. We sit down, me specifically, will sit down with a potential candidate client for upwards of 3 to 4 hours. Yes, 3 to 4 hours in their home, at a restaurant, in a cafe, in multiple locations. Sometimes this process goes on for days and weeks. And I'm not kidding you. It does. And during that vetting time period where we're having these conversations, not only are we vetting the potential client candidate or candidate client, they're vetting us. They're learning what our philosophy towards winning strategies are. And believe me, we lay out everything. I personally lay out everything for our potential candidate client because I don't want any surprises. When they're handed that 14, 15, 16 page contract, they already have a good idea of what to expect from Jane Washington managing their campaign. In these conversations, initial conversations, I'm asking certain questions that are repeated over and over again. We look at certain themes that are repeated over and over again so that I have a good idea of what the community is or is not supporting in this particular candidate. We talk about their politics. We talk about who in their circle push them forward to represent their community at the electoral level. Of course, we talk about finances. How are you going to finance your campaign? But more specifically, do you understand campaign finance? Because it's different from going to your bank account and looking at your bank account and saying, oh, okay, I got X amount of dollars. That's what I'm going to use for this campaign, and I should win. No. That's not realistic. Or thinking, oh, okay, well, even though you say that you provide fundraising at a very expensive cost, it's expensive for a competent fundraiser. But I'm going to just, see how it goes. And, people will come to me because I'm who I am, I'm who I am supposed to be. I don't know. I've had folks tell me, well, people shouldn't be coming to me or don't aid to me because of who I am. Who are you? No one knows you. You're Mr. Who or Mrs. Who. No one knows you. So in that vetting process, I'll come back to this because I'm getting long-winded. We'll do a part 2, but I want you to see and hear for yourself from Mr. Daniel and Miss Leanne. This is the garbage that is helping produce some of the worst candidates across the nation. Nowhere in that conversation, and I listened to the complete interview, nowhere in that conversation was there any type of community involvement, specifically the vetting done by the people that know Graham Platner the best. I was speaking to 2 of my mentors several weeks ago, and we were talking about the outcome of the November 2026 midterm elections. And I sat there very confidently and gave my prediction. And specifically, I touched on Maine, and I stated to them, Platner's not going anywhere. Oh my goodness, boy, did I touch a nerve. It's good to know that with a winning track record, dedicating time, resources, and labor to what I do, what the Jane Washington team does, allows us to have a certain insight into how politics are. But we're going to do a part 2 next week. I'm going to do a part 2 of this. I just wanted to throw out this interview with the Wall Street Journal with Daniel Moraff and Leanne Fan. I'm sorry. because, man, America got screwed on this one. The voters of Maine, you got screwed. You were taken advantage of. And it's pretty sad. It really is. It really is. It's sad for Maine. It's a sad moment for the National Democratic Party. But hey, the Democratic Socialists of America are coming to save you. Wow. America, wake up. Anyway, if you like or dislike what you just watch or listen to, please comment. Love to hear what you have to say. Put your feelings aside and let's just talk about the facts. Please share this information with those family members, friends, those influencers in the wild, candidates and electeds, especially the candidates, because I bet so many of them and only a few filter through to being represented by the best political advising and campaign management team here in Central Florida. Dollar per dollar. J.M. Washington, LLC. Again, I'm David Washington. This is Countertop Politics. We will see you next week with part 2 of vetting candidates. Okay? God bless. Love you. Let's get out there and win. Hashtag time to win. Let's go.